We're on him. So yeah, massive game for the season, massive game for the much needed promotion against the Barnet boys, a team who embarrassed us last time. Came in all guns blazing with a certain Sweet Chilli that you all know of.
Hey, Sweet Chilli!
So it's a massive game to make my debut as manager. I was a little bit worried about the players that had just lost the week before, you know, coming off that loss. You know, this is football, you know, you've got to bounce back, this happens in football. I've come in, I want to keep the boys' morale high, you know, we'll talk through what happened in the game. So yeah, this is how I chose to set up. I've got to go with Louis in goal. When you've got someone in goal with a record of 3 clean sheets in 820 games, like, I think it goes without saying, like, he's the man you want between the sticks. Centre backs, we got Barney, and we got Theo, and yeah, I spoke to Theo before the game. Everybody knows that he operates at 10%. I told him, you know, I'm here now, I'm the manager, I want you operating at least 12.5%. This is the manager bounce, this is the time we're going to see 12.5% Theo. Midfield, Mr. Ballon d'Or, Ryan, he's every manager's dream, you know, he's never going to drop below a 7 out of 10. Adrian on the left, you know, we got a little nickname for him, A-Train. Well, you see how rapid he is, you know, he is like A-Train from The Boys. I don't know if you guys have heard, if anyone's heard of The Boys, but big up The Boys, what they're doing over there. Great little project going on over there with that series. In the middle, Milo sets the tone with the Milo press. On the right, Captain America, Mr. Raptis. Of course, I've put him up against Sweet Chilli, who we all know is a smooth operator there in left midfield. That's going to be a serious little battle there. You don't want to tussle with Raptis. Sweet Chilli, that was it, Sweet Chilli. We don't want him to be in here, ideally. We don't want him in there. We want to kind of keep him pinned in over here, or like maybe over here. But like, I knew that as soon as he tries to operate around here, Raptor's going to come in, wherever he is, find him, hunt him down. He's going nowhere.
How did you come up with this?
The game opened up with, you know, a massive mistake from our man between the sticks.
Oh, off the wall!
You can get onto Louis for making mistakes, but this is kind of what I demand from him as a manager, is don't be afraid of making mistakes. You know, a massive part of his game is distributing. We can't really criticise Louis for making a couple of mistakes. Yeah, so having said all that, Louis, do you want to just come in and apologise to the fans for that mistake?
I'm really, truly sorry. Broke my heart to let that in. It really did.
Right.
I forgive you.
After that big mistake, 2-0, 3-0, third one coming just before half time, it's not what we want. You know, we need something different, and the orange. Now, I spoke about this before the game. I said, yeah, second half you'll see. You'll see today, second half. You know what they say the antidote for Sweet Chilli is? Orange juice. People were going to question, did I distribute it in segments? Did I slice it up with a knife? Doesn't matter how I deliver it to the players. The important thing is that
the electrolytes get into the system.
What I wanted from Milo in the first half was a bit of this, bit of like, you know, bringing the energy around here. And what did I see? Lethargic. You know, where was he? He was hiding. So I had a word with Milo at half time. You know, we had a little heart to heart about the first half. And, you know, he promised me that he was going to come out in the second half and, you know, he was going to tear it up. And, well, no second chances with me as manager. Introducing this man. You may know him as Stan, but we know him as Cyborg Stan. A defender's worst nightmare. Adrian, you know, being the resilient and tenacious player that he is, gets through, finds Raptis in the one space that he hasn't occupied all game. Bang. The comeback was on. Great bit of link-up play between Raptis and Ryan over here. Find a late run of, you know, we see Stan coming in here. We know he's going to be scanning as well. Zips in, bang. he's a goal machine, quite literally. You know, and a lot of people say to me, Stan, he looks like a scary, tough guy, but I mean, come on. Yeah. Does that really look scary to you? Second half, the ball's flowing, and this is what I like to see, but we're still trailing. So, you know, I haven't been brought into this team just to see good football. I've been brought into this team to get points. You know, and then comes the moment that I was waiting for. The equalising goal. And that came through. What exactly happened? Stan, he's scanning, he's looking for options, and who's he find? Making a darting run, Mr. Raptors himself, smashes it straight into the keeper's palms. He's not able to hold on to it. I mean, it's Raptors shooting. Can any keeper even catch that? No. Parries it out, straight into Mr. Caldwell. He doesn't come from that deep, but it comes in here. Bang. I think it was in that corner. And there we are, we're on level terms. Yeah, and to be honest, 5 goals this second half. I mean, not even I was expecting that, but I mean, going back to what I said earlier about the orange juice, neutralises sweet chili juice every time.
I'm something of a scientist myself.
So the ref gives us a penalty. It's up for dispute whether there's a penalty or not. As a manager, it's not my job to talk about that.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
Fact is, we've got a penalty, and there's a lot of talk about who was going to step up to take the penalty. But ultimately, I've gone with Theo. I mean, look at the way he plays on the pitch. He's got ice in his veins. So I selected Theo to come on to take the pen. Look at this. We're looking like the Avengers assembled over here. So as Theo's approaching the ball, he turns around and he looks at the camera. He's kind of acknowledging that 5 guys exist. He's kind of realised as he's stepping up for the penalty that we are a YouTube football team and he's part of a YouTube channel. I'm not the kind of manager that looks away. I have confidence in my players. I was watching Theo the whole time. I saw what he was going to do. Bang! Yeah! Game done and dusted. It's on the sidelines. I'm ecstatic, of course. What a huge, massive comeback. What a great way to start off my managerial career, and it's the start of a new era. As that ball went in, I wasn't thinking, let's celebrate. I was thinking, get back on the training pitch. Let's start focusing on the next game. You know, I'm the world's youngest manager in all of history. You know, people have been comparing me with managers such as Sir Alex Ferguson, Jose Mourinho, big names like Pep Guardiola, Nuno Espirito Santo. You know, all of these great names, but this is just the start of my era. At the end of the day, it's down to the players. So yeah, in the short term, my goal as manager is to get us promoted, get us over the finish line. Please smash that subscribe button right there, and hopefully we'll grab promotion. Come on, the 5 guys.